gathering, discovering the ingredients of success. We know that you are all excited to learn and be blessed this afternoon by our inspiring speakers. So, without further ado, Circuit, the Young Professionals Ministry of Full Gospel Center Church, brings to you our guest speaker, civil engineer, master's in construction management at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines in Manila, owner and founder of EPHRATHAH Forums and Man of God. Put your hands together for Engineer Eddie Cañuto.
Be with you this afternoon. Labi na git siya na balaan si Pastor Warren is Ariteri. I had my first encounter with Pastor Warren back in, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago. And it was in the farm. So for Hannah, I asked Hannah what is the expectation for this afternoon. And the answer was that you wanted to hear what the Lord has done so far in my life. And this is something that would, I hope and pray. I've been praying since the time we accepted the invitation. I've been praying that my life this morning would be a blessing to each and every one of you. You see, I was born from a very poor farmer family in Badyangan, Iloilo. And 5 siblings, but on the 5th grade, my father has to turn me over to my aunt, who was working as teacher in Davao. So, nalipat ako halin sa Badyangan all the way to Davao because my father, for a simple reason that he cannot afford to support the 5 siblings, pang-apat ako eh. So, what he did, sent me to Davao with my auntie. My auntie adopted me. But again, as the Lord intervened, after 2 years, kinuha sa Ginoo akong tiya. So, I was left in Davao with nobody. I was forced to go back to the farm. And I was then second year college, second year high school, and my father decided to talagang namablay ginikanan ko para lang makatapos ko sa high school. Now, when I finished my high school, hindi pa ako Kristiyano. I had not met the Lord. Though my grandparents were Christians, we had Sunday school classes under the tamarind tree back in Badyangan, but I know I was not a Christian at that time. So when I finished high school, by the grace of the Lord, may honor ako. And kinanglan ang parents ko mag-pin sa akong ribbon. At that time, hindi pa medal eh. Ribbon lang. But the irony is this, even pamasahe halin sa Badyangan, makando sa Ligo, my father would not afford. So, what happened was, my teacher was the one who pin my ribbon. And another sad story is this. After graduation, I really decided to be a civil engineer. You know why? When I was in Davao, ang balay sa akong tiya is located alongside the road where logging trucks of Aguinaldo Development Corporations are passing. So, every minute, I would say, every 10 minutes, there's logging truck passing to the house. But in the morning, makita ko na ang mga truck na ito unloaded with logs. Pero ang mga pasahero, mga tao, they are laborers going to the mountain. So, curious ako, sa truck sila. Because next to the truck are air-conditioned Land Rover, Range Rover. And ang nakasakay dito, mga naka-long sleeve, may helmet, wapo. So, I was then grade 6. I asked my auntie, who are these people? Why are these so many workers on the truck? And why is this so special? People riding on a brand new Range Rover. You know, my auntie told me, inang nakasakay sa Range Rover, mga engineer na. Kagalat mo na ilasweldo. So, grade 6 pala ito, no? I dream of being a civil engineer because I saw the difference between the laborers and the civil engineer. Pero ang masubo is this. Though I was not a Christian at that time, I already attended church. I was attending evangelical church. Nag-join ako sa choir. But I was not a Christian. Sunod-sunod lang. But what happened is that there is this opening in Central Philippine University of the Sports Student. And I asked my father, sabi ko, di kayo wala naman ito eskwela sa akin, I still dream of being an engineer. Pwede mangayon na lang ako masahin. Magkakito ko sa libo, makita ko na. And by the grace of God, with the recommendation of the principal and with the recommendation of my pastor sa Hali Evangelical Church, I was accepted as one of the over 200 trainees for the library assistant at CDU. And there were 36 of us who were accepted. Again, dito ko nakita na sila ko, may plano ito Ginoo sa pagpito. But not until we had the Christian Emphasis Week at CPU. I was already in first year college. I was taking full load as a civil engineering student. I was working for 2 hours. And take note of this. Every vacant period I had to work. And you know how much I was paid? Back in 1960, 75 centavos per hour. So, you labor. That's why I was invited to speak in our work student organization a few days back. And I said, I believe I was the only work student in CPU who has handled all the over 70,000 books in the library, College of Law, different circulation. Why? You know what my work was before? I was the one vacuum cleaning the books one by one, including the shelves in the library, starting from the college library to the high school library, to College of Law, all this, and I did it for 2 rounds in a semester. Imagine, and you really swear it out with being a work student. 75 centavos. But the best blessing I had to see the first year was when we had this Christian Emphasis Week. And Evangelist Greg Pinzon was the speaker. And I was there listening to the message, and as if ang mensahe sa Ginoo na tinatawag ako na magpakilala si Kristo, to receive Christ as my Savior and Lord, I realized that I was still a sinner at that time. And I don't have salvation. I don't have Jesus Christ in my life. So on that day, 1966, I went forward to receive Christ as my Savior and Lord. Brethren, my life was never the same again. And the church becomes my, baga sa ang simbahan ng Haro Evangelical Church, amo ina ang apon bala daw ka-secure pinako. I don't miss, by the grace of God, I don't miss services. I don't miss choir, singing in the choir. And the Lord blessed my work at CPU. Ang problema ko, tuition fee ko, okay na. But kulang yung pang-allowance ko, pang-gastos ko, pang-sunan ko. You know what I did? I prayed to the Lord. Kapalo na ko magpangamuyog sa ito. May kilala ko sa Kristo. And I started to appreciate prayers in my life. Back in 1966. Imagine, first year college ka, 24 and a half, 25 and a half units ang ginagawa mo, and still you have to work for 2 hours every day. May ROTC na the whole day. And then, what more? I have a vacant period from 5 to 6 in the morning and 7 to 8 in the evening. What will I do? You know what I did? I went to the in charge of our convention, the American Baptist Mission Society. They have one building, and they have one staff right at the back of the president's house. Sila ko kay Mrs. Bob yung mga, hindi ba ako mag-janitor sa building ninyo, kung mag-agree, kung mag-review, kung tanan, basta may makaon lang po. You know what? Mrs. Bob yung naging 1 peso every day just for me to work. And that was something. Sagot na ang pagkakon ko, sagot na ang sudan ko. Kung sabi, sobra pa. 1 peso at the time. So for the next 3 years, I was janitor with extra work from the library. But the grace of the Lord has supported me and made me very participative of all the works in the church. So, active ka sa work student, active ka sa pagtrabaho mo, but then, listen to this. For you to progress in your spiritual life, you have to be active in the ministry of the church. Because if you believe that you really is a son of God, a child of God, and you don't have the ministry God has gifted you, and you don't exercise that ministry, I tell you, there's a problem. So because of that, loaded with units in engineering and working every vacant period, what about on Sunday? I was then the president of the youth of Harry Evangelical Church. And ultimately became the president of Iloilo Sakulanan Baptist Youth Fellowship Union. So, what is that? Active in school, active in the work, but never forget your relationship with your God. Why? Because your God, Jesus Christ, is the source of every good and perfect gift. You want to receive good and perfect gift? Then, abide with the Lord Jesus Christ. And by the grace of God, natapos ko ang akong engineering. But may bonus pa. Tanan kami nga bakante, basta bakante ako sa eskwelahan, trabaho ako. So you know what happened? In the last semester of my engineering course, I was already scholar of myself because I was able to accumulate money enough to pay my second semester, 5th year engineering. So, daw kataway na wala na kupra. So yung attorney ko sabi niya, hindi ka na magkupra. Scholar mo na ako, galingon mo. And that was something. And with that extra time, then kanami kay pabalik ka sa ministry. The more ministry you can handle. I believe that the secret to spiritual maturity and growth is being involved. We sang in the choir, to me, we have the best choir before. We sang in the choir, we attend conferences, the youth, we allow ourselves to be trained as leaders, and we make ourselves available in whatever ministry that is offered. Well, we were gifted. So to me, that is something. Okay, go and events. I finished my engineering course. The next is to take the board exam. Nagising siya sa tatay ko. Right? Board exam. Yan pinapagano. Hindi mo siguro mga 500 na. Pamasahe, pag-dokumento, pag-review. Kung nagsali siya hindi lang, kasi niya sige, kaya maging man ko na bulig sa imo, pero may isa ako kakalabaw sa ibaligya kong kalabaw para makakuha ka po sa You know what? You know why? He sold the one and only kalabaw. I believe that because I prayed about that. Sa tanaw ko ay hindi ko makita ang makuhaan sa tatay ko sa panggasto ko sa ako pag ko sabi, pero kita ko kalabaw na tayo. Inuho, pabaligya ko ng kalabaw na tayo. Makakuha ko rin sa You know, and the Lord answered. When I talked to my father, sabi na tatay, ano mahimo? Kasi hindi kinatanaw ko yung kalabaw na. Kasi ito, pinagkalabaw ko. Trabaho na natin sa iban. And in the evening, he told me, okay, kalabaw, but take note of this thing. This is the last money I can ever support you in your studies. Pasal ka hindi, tapos na ko. So, again, reviewing my subjects was talagang, I've said that, I told myself, I have not done this review thing in the whole of my life. And for 3 months, I did review. If I can sleep 4 hours in a night, talagang, why? Kung hindi ka makapasa, wala ka na eh. Hindi ka magiging engineer, how will be, paano ako magiging engineer kung hindi ako makapasa sa board exam? So after the 3 months review, ulit ko, nung liwang ko. But then, listen to this. Even for 3 months that we were assigned in Cebu, we did our review in Cebu. I tell you, never one Sunday that we missed attending church. Why? Because being in the church is the Lord's command. Do not forget the assembling yourselves together. You know why? Ang pagdating tapos na po sa church sa Cebu, I found comfort. Nakit 4 hours ka lang natulog. Pagbalik mo, ko para mag-review ka. And then the Lord is so good. The Lord is so good. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. That is my life verse. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He. And I hold on to that saying, papasahalan ko. And I was doing good in our review. And when we took the board exam, again, by the grace of God, He allowed me to pass the board exam. Not only passed the board exam, I placed 7 in the board exam. I'm sharing this with you, hindi pahambog, pero ako ginapahambog ko ang akong Ginoo. Ay hindi ako makatindog sa inyo subong kung hindi tungkol sa Ginoo. So, with that, I started to look for the practice of my profession. Walang future pa. I consider na walang future in profession at least illegal. So I decided to went to Manila, relocate to Manila, and there work. But the first thing we did when I relocated myself to Manila is to look for the church. So sa may church na kami. And there the church has helped a lot. Why? Because when I was a member of the church there in Manila, somebody was already praying for me and the desires that I have in my heart. May nagapangamuyo na hindi lang pamilya ko, hindi lang girlfriend ko, pati ang bilog ko simbahan, may girlfriend na pastor. Because I met my girlfriend right at the church. Because folks, my grandfather told me, if you want to look for a lady for your future wife, look her in the church. Don't look outside the church, but you should look inside the church. Ay masubok sila kung ikaw mahilig magkanto sa simbahan, you have committed yourself to be in church, and then yung girlfriend or yung wife would say to church, subok na. So, with that, my wife, my girlfriend started to pray for me. You look, as I was looking for the job. But the good thing is that I became a member of the church. And then the church, by the grace of God, I exercised the gift that He has given me. And in singing, Sunday school teaching, all this Bible study, evangelization. Never forget the word of the Lord, because the word of the Lord is paramount. You desire to be good in your profession, to succeed in your profession without the Lord. Success is nothing. You know, to me, success in life is doing the will of God. Regardless of riches, probably, if you are not doing the will of God, you are not successful. The president, he cannot be not successful. Okay. Now, bilis-bilisan natin ang roles nito. Started as engineer trainee, and then by the grace of God, the next 25 years, the Lord has granted me. Grabe na promotion. But of course, there was so many trials and temptations in life. But I just share with you one. When I became president of one of the biggest construction company in Metro Manila, we have over 2 billion at that time. Back in 2005, we have over 2 billion contracts. But our problem is this: we have to sustain these big contracts in order to sustain our overhead. And I was the president of the company. And the owner of the company says, engineer, since we cannot get good projects now in the private company, you better get projects from the government. And in order to get projects from the government, engineer, I allow you to buy people in the government so that we can get big projects. Yes, because 2005, the economy was down, only government has projects. Now, problema. Sige po, pakulong po ang big boss ng big boss. Because I was with the secretary, was my former boss. The company that I was working, pakulong ko siya. Anak siya. Hindi siya mahal. Aliporis na, pwede. So, silipin yung problema niya. You know what? At that time, 2005, the Lord has so blessed my professional practice that I already I have 6-digit salary, and every year I have a brand new SUV, and all days you have your breakfast in a 5-star hotel and all the meetings there. Dami pera eh. So kayang magpakal ng project. But then this is the problem. At that time, I was already administrator of our church and chairman of the board of directors of our church. And not only that, I was also the national president of the Gideon Center National, where we place and distribute Bibles to win others for the Lord Jesus Christ. And here I am. Take along with me money and, because you cannot buy people before with the use of check. To buy projects, you have to carry bags of cash, millions of cash. See? But sabi ko, hindi ko ginawa yun na. Yung iba lang. Yun ang katotohanan kasi. So when I was directed to buy people, Lord, sabi ko, ano ini? So because of that situation, I was confronted with, I said, the Lord will take care of you because I have His son. Even if I have no work, He will provide me the things that I need. I can live the 6-digit salary. I can live all these perks of being president of the company. And my God will provide what I need according to His riches and glory in Christ Jesus. You know what? Immediately when I heard that from the owner of the company, the owner is an Italian company, and I said, I want to discuss this with my wife. Pray first question I asked my wife, as usual, dito sa iya tanan diretso eh. May kung pinabukas ko, kasi isa kasi timo kayo may handa ko yan para sa akol. So, ang sweldo ko, isip ko sa iya na. So, my question to her is, can you afford to live with the 60 salary you receive regularly on a monthly basis? Nagdato, taas ang sawa ko. Ay, why say trabaho ko? Homemaker lang din ang aking sawa, but she's a teacher, a high school teacher. So, the first word that she uttered is, and that night when we were together on our prayer time, we brought these concerns to the Lord. Because we know that the wisdom of the Lord, the divine wisdom that comes from the Lord, will direct our path. We thought of other things, but His path is better. In fact, the best. We prayed about it. We prayed on the second day. We prayed on the third day. We prayed on the sixth day. My wife told me, whatever the Spirit of the Lord is taking you, what to do, decide. By the way, sabi niya, what are the reasons why? Okay, if I remain my position in this company, there are three things that will happen. I will never be at peace with my family. I will never be at peace with my church. I will never be at peace with the ministry that I'm working with. But foremost, I will never be at peace with my Creator, with my God. Because I know that I am disobeying His command to live as His child. For me to be blessed, I have to obey. And it's clear that He has commanded me to do so. On the seventh day, I filed my irrevocable resignation with the company. And the owner says, Ed, ano ba kulang yung sweldo? Kulang yung sweldo? Sabi ko, no. So those four reasons I told him, I am not peace anymore. Because to be truthful to you, I cannot buy people for the sake of getting a process. Period. So, isip-isip ko sila ko, hindi man kami magtutuman siguro in the next 2 months. Kaya, pagpupul lang na ako ng lifestyle na ako ni Bay na ako sa 5-star hotel ni, turo-turo na lang sa McDo na lang, simple na lang. Adjust na. Don't fly with the Joneses, hindi mo na kaya. But then, praying has to continue. All the more you have to be fervent in praying. To seek the direction of the Lord in your life. Mga professionals, I tell you, there are so many temptations that we are facing in our practice of profession. Opportunities to make takaw is there. Opportunities to make taya is there. Opportunities to But the only way for us to be firm and strong is we are abiding in the Word of God. That's why it's very important that kung pwede lang everyday may na-memorize ng verse. Because that verse, even if you don't hold your Bible, that verse will remind you, ay, wala, hindi ka pwede, hindi yan pwede. Oh. Magligo ka na, hindi ka na magdiretso, magligo ka na. The Word of God being powerful and active and sharper than any double-edged sword will direct your path. So we have to expose ourselves, not only depend on Sunday's preaching, but we have to study the Word of God. And we have to be active in the Word of the Lord. Now, while I was in that position, president of a company, president of the Gideons International. You know what I was doing? We had a leadership training. We have over 4,000 members there. All over the country, from Batanes down to Ulo. And we have to use Bible distribution, personal witnessing, evangelization. With all those tasks, imagine carrying boxes of Bible presidente ka kumpanya, nag-aasan ka, karton-karton na India, suya ka, no? Ginapabugal ako sa akong Diyos na nagkatrabaho ko sa ministeryo niya. Di bali hindi ako mabugal sa tao, but my Lord is clapping on the things that I am doing. Praise the Lord. That should be the attitude. So, what happened was, the Lord has been so good. I resigned, leaving those benefits and perks. And here comes a German company. German company offered me something. Hey Ed, I want you to become a country manager of our company, Power Foundation Philippines. And this is one of the oldest construction company in Germany, over 230 years at the time, in construction business. I want you to become country manager. I said, no, I don't want anymore to be an employee. That was too fine. And I pursued him, what do you want me to accomplish? And he said, if you can take with you projects from your friends, then I'm okay. And we talk about the perks and the benefits. I said, okay, you do that. Again, before accepting that offer, he said, you give me what you desire to accomplish from me. And when I got go, I prayed. We prayed. Our church prayed about it. Are we going to take this? And the answer was, yes, take that. And again, this is the glory of the Lord is shown when you decide something. I worked as civil engineer for 33 years after my graduation. But the grace of the Lord has provided me more in just 1 year working with this German company compared to what I have received in the 33 years I worked. Dahil ba yan sa kalingkod? No, dahil sa galing ng Panginoon na tumupad sa kanyang pangako. O seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and for all these things shall be added unto you. So I have to work. I was acting as consultant to this company. And being consultant to this company, still I was very much involved because I became international trustee of the Gideons International and to travel from the Philippines to the US at the very least 3 times in a year. So while being international trustee, I am consultant of this German company. What do I have? The Lord has assigned me a lot of works in the ministry, performing the works in the ministry. And what was my work there? Being one of the leaders of the ministry, I did the training of leaders. And here is one testimony that I can share with you, that when you hold on to the Word, the Lord's promises, He is going to grant you the desires of your heart. I was working on the project, the extension of Cebu, Sumart Cebu. That was quite a big project. Just the foundation is about 360 million. So I was negotiating this with the son of Henry, and I said, we will give it our best shot. We will submit to you the best price possible. But then, on the day that we have to negotiate the project, I had a conflict because I had the leadership training in Cebu. So the question is dawned on me, what will I prefer? Will I go and continue the leadership training that has been worked for quite a number of weeks already, or leave the training of leaders and attend to the negotiation of the project? It's big money, 360 million. And because I'm in charge, I was in charge of that. If ever we get the project, at the very least I get 5%. So, sabi ko, sayang mo. Pero, sila ako kaya anong trabaho ko Kaya anong trabaho. You know, this is the good thing about having personal relationship with the Lord. Kasi, Pwede mo maistorya Ginoo eh. Doon nabatian mo ang iyang ginambal sa imo. So, really, the personal relationship with God is very important. So, in situation na rin, Ginoo, makatubusip ko. Gawin lang ang tao na rin. Ako tag-iyasa, bilog ng kalibutan. Ako tag-iyasa, maraming manggat eh. Masalig ka sa 360 milyon na. Salig ka sa akon! Makakagan ka ka. When that happens, okay, I told our office staff, okay, we get go with the training leaders. And the first day of training, very good, because the response was very good. But at 11:30, when we had a break, and that was also the time when the negotiation in Manila took place. You know what happened? 11:30, handshake for Ed. Is this your best price? Why? What is your budget, sir? And you lower down some more. I said, give me 5 minutes, sir. So, after 5 minutes, I go, okay, sir, you can lower that for another 5 million. Of course, now 5 minutes. I still have to pray. You know, okay by me. I still have to confirm with my principal who okay by me. And with that took place. Yes. Okay, Ed. You see me in my office on Monday. Be prepared to sign a contract. Glory to God! Glory to God! So in the afternoon, nag-lunch kami. In the afternoon, we continue the training. The whole day training was accomplished. The Lord's word was accomplished. And the Lord's blessing was received. That is something that we have to work on. Hindi natin papundahan ang Ginoo. Never. Never. Because He is a trustworthy God. Masaligan din natin siya. So because of that, as I've said, working for 1 year, as compared to 33 years, I would say more than 3 times. Usually ko 33 years times 3, that's 99 years ko para makuha kung hinatag sa Diyos sa pumigla. Nami, no? Suba pa 13, 14, 15 month pay, no? Amuin na, maghatag ang imuho. Now, problema ngayon. Paano ito? We continue our work in our church. I was retired, I was consultant, but we continue to work in the church. Being chairman of the board, I initiated first, we give out 10% of our tithes and offerings to missions, 100%. The next year, we increase it to 20% missions to the last income. The next 3 years, we increase it to 25%. Until today, the church is giving 38% of our tithes and offerings every month to missions. You know why? God is pleased to see His church praying and giving concerns to people who does not belong to the church. And how can we encourage these people who does not belong to the church to be inside the church? It's for the people of the church to go out, do missions, and bring them to the church of the Lord Jesus Christ. That's why when I decided to retire, went back to the farm, again, another encounter with the Lord. I said, these people in our community, ukod ko na mga sa tunal, we were all farmers. We were all poor members of the community. Kung anong ginhalinan ko 35 years ago, amuman sila dito, ang ilang bata, mamumumagi hapon, ang ilang mga apo, mamumagi hapon. So what can I do? And that's where I started praying for the Lord's direction. I'm retired, but the Lord has so blessed me and my family. My children are all professionals. They had their MBAs in De La Salle College, and the other one is in San Pedro. So, ito mapuhin na sila. So, what will I do? And we prayed to develop EPHRATHAH Farms. And EPHRATHAH Farms came to being as a result of prayer. And we made the center of the facilities, the center of the farm, the church. And that church, isang pinhatag sa akong matiyaan na sa akong sa amon. Sili niya, ihatag lang naman na ako nila sa imo kung magsulat ka at mga ko nga patindugan mo sa simbahan ini nga property nga ini. Kaya kung hindi ka ni sili niya, ay, katpuan mo ka palagoy ka o kapalakaw. Kaya hindi mo gituman ang imong pangako. And that's why in EPHRATHAH Farm, we are so grateful that the Lord has provided us a place of worship. And by the way, we already have a congregation there. But where is God in all these things? I tell you, in our professional practice, in our student life, never allow God to be outside of your life. God should be at the center of your life. In fact, when we got married, my wife, I got married after 10 years of being my girlfriend. So when I became board of trustees sa CPUC, we restore na ito din ang hapon driver sa ito na CPU dire. I-restore na ito din ang hapon driver. There were so many memories that took place in that hapon drive before. Tamo, kasi we have to restore that and make that place where more memories can develop. So, siguro parang magkasya mo si Pia na video, papunan na hapon drive, di ba? Wala na tindahan, wala na sari-sari store, yun na. So, we did that in CPU. Now, my friends, ganito, even in my retirement, even in our retirement, ay, isa mga bata ko pagka siyempre senior citizen na, di ba? Pagka nakasala ka sa mga hambal-hambal mo, nalipat sa mga hambal-hambal mo, adlaw sila. So, balo ka para just tulak with us. Sige, pagkapupusitin ka, ano magkapon mo na? You will go there and you will experience this. So, sabi ko, be careful. Hindi mo kadlaw sa mga tulak. Okay. After we have, the Lord has established something that is worth investing for other people. That's where we started to pray for EPHRATHAH. And I was guided with a book that was written by Bob Hofer. Halftime, the title is Halftime. Now, sili niya, in life, there are two stages. The first stage is you enjoy getting something. Every promotion you have, you enjoy. Every gift you have, you enjoy. The getting of things, you enjoy. But time will come on the second stage that all those accumulated resources, all those accumulated benefits, all those accumulated knowledge, you must enjoy giving it out. Yes. Don't keep it. That's why pamangkot sila sa EPHRATHAH. Ano man trade secret? There's no such thing as trade secret for the people of God. Because whatever God has blessed us, we have to share it. Whatever God has blessed, if you have been saved because you believe and receive Christ as your Savior and Lord, your obligation is to share Jesus. So, even in the farm, there's no week that we fail to give out Bibles to schools, colleges, and universities. Third, fourth, and Mississippi this year. Why? Because we believe that we can make a difference in the lives of people only with the use of the Word of God. We cannot influence them with the power that we have, human as we are, but the Word of God can influence them so that they can make a difference in the community. Now, EPHRATHAH Farm has been a blessing to us. Why? Because even if it's not gaining, but we are making a difference in the community. There are 31 barangays in Barcama, and by the grace of the Lord, our our barangay is the #1 taxpayer barangay of the whole municipality in the last 3 years. Why? Because we are paying our taxes regularly. And what happened? What benefits then? Our barangay chairman is the highest paid barangay chairman of the whole Barangay. Even our kagawad is receiving more than what the other barangays are receiving. That is something. That is a blessing. And almost the word of God is being preached regularly in the community. We have over 50 workers, and every Monday we don't want them to fail on paid time attending Bible studies, because we know that the Word of God will really change and transform lives to the better. And I tell you, I have been to so many places, but in our barangay, you can just leave your things there. Even bukas yung bahay mo, nobody will touch, because people are conscious of the Lord's presence. And I am praising God. Why? Because He can use you, He can use me, He can use us people of God as instrument to convert, to transform, and to make a big change in unity where it's us. Amen? Yes. Siguro isa pa gito, no? Sana lang. The Gideon's ministry has, during that time, has been over 200 families. And what a blessing it is to be part of the international cabinet for 3 years. The decision-making body of the ministry, where we see millions of scriptures being given out to hands that needs the Lord Jesus Christ. Why? Because this ministry has only one objective. And its objective is to win men and women, boys and girls, to the saving knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ. But we do this in a very unique manner. First, we associate as business and professional men who are active members of the local evangelical and Protestant. We associate ourselves for service. Meaning, at any given time where the ministry calls us to serve, we make ourselves available. We praise God because just last 2 weeks ago, we had 22 visitors from other countries, other parts of the world. They came over to Cebu and Manila, and in 2 weeks' time, we placed 960,000 scriptures at the hands of people who need it. Because we believe that the Word of God will not return to Him void. In Isaiah 55:11 it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." This is the word of the ministry that God has asked us, members of the Gideon's International. Oh, I praise God because during our global reunion, let me share this testimony. During our global reunion 2 nights ago, I talked to one lady who was a graduate of CPU, and you know what she said? Ed, I know you're a Gideon. You should listen to this testimony. And I said, why? Because I know of a lady now, we are living in Oklahoma State. I know of a lady, my neighbor, who came all the way from Pinalbagan, Negros Occidental. You know, his story is this. At 10 years old, every day, almost every day, she has to go to the garbage stand where the restaurant is there and to collect garbage. Possibly she can get food out of the garbage. But one day, during the time that she went to that and ikot niya yung basura, nakita niya ang maliit na Biblia ng Gideon. And that small Bible that she took from the garbage can, she loved and she started reading that Bible. And today, she said, she is now a leader of our church in Oklahoma State, all for the glory of God. And she was thanking the Gideon because nobody shared the gospel to her. But just reading the Word of God, she became a child of God. This is the power of the Word. And it excites us to know all these testimonies. And you know what she said? Last year, because of her love to communicate the Lord Jesus Christ to Binalbagan community where she was born. Imol siya pero sumungrano na siya. She brought along with her 1,000 copies of the scripture that she purchased in this stage. And house to house, he distributed those 1,000 scriptures. And her desire is next year, she will come back again and bring more Bibles and saturate Binalbagan with the Bible, all for the glory of God. This is the power of the Word. That's why kung wala ka mo Bibliyang inawiyatan, I tell you, it is still best. You have to have your Bible. Because you can take notes. Of course, may mga modern technology tayo. Pero lain din yan. Lain din yan na ginasulat mo yung mga notes. And you can go back to those notes. And the Lord can speak to you in a very special way out of those notes that you have. Love your Bible. Love the Word of God. Because, tuhalang mo ang tuhalang siguro the Word of God will last forever. Okay? Ang atong talag will last forever. Isa pa din namin is the Word of God. It will last forever. So if we have planted this Word of God in our heart, then nobody. Now, how can we be? Paano natin maximize ang gamit sila? John 15:7. Abide in me and my words abide in you. Ano matabo? And you can ask whatever you wish and it shall be given. Amen, di ba? So, pagka kinatinatel tao, because Jesus, the Word of God says, ali yung resto. So, tunan natin ang ating Biblia. My request na ito, number one, make sure, first, make sure that you are a child of God. And develop, how are you going to develop that relationship? Study the Word. Only read the Word. Because this Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, as I've said to Pastor Bernard, we can listen to the Bible in 72 hours. Pero naintindihan mo na ito. Mas isa ka verse lang. Sa isang adlaw na naintindihan natin and we can have it in our heart. We will always remember that wherever we go. When the devil would confront us, hindi ka pwede. Here is the sword of the Spirit, the Word of God. Armado ako. Be careful. So, you pray. Make sure that you are a child of God. If you haven't received Christ as your Savior and Lord, right now, Lord, I am a sinner. Please forgive me. And I am receiving your free gift of eternal life in Christ Jesus. And I know and I believe that you consider me now as your child. So, isigurado mo na. Then, start reading the Word. Meditate on the Word of God. Understand what it says. Love the Word of God. Appreciate the Word of God. Acknowledge the Word of God. And most of all, apply the Word of God that you have. Pwede lang nabasa. Sabi na may cellphone tayo po, no? Ay, sabi sa Gideon, we have the Bible apps. We can just listen. But do you really understand? Do you really are able to meditate on the truth that the Word of God wanted you to learn? So, be a child of God. Start studying. Day in, day out, you pray. Any given time where you have the opportunity, pray, you pray. And foremost, be a member of the church. Why? Why is it imperative for you to be a member of the church? Because the church is your storehouse. Financially, you will not be blessed if you will not be giving the part of the Lord's money to the church. So, kinahanglan ara ka sa church, kaya imo church, ako ina ang mag-disseminate ng funds ng Ginoo. The Lord's storehouse is your church. So give your tithes and your offerings and more offerings because you can never outgive God. That is my experience. That was my experience, and I am still experiencing that today. I have never outgive God. The more I give God, the more He gives me. Luke 6:38. Shake down, press, shake it together, overflowing. Sino mahagag? Ibang tao mahagag sa sino. Aman isubos na sa Ginoo. Takan mo na, kinanglan na pagtas na. May kinanglan siya, tagaan mo siya. And the Lord is never too late. He is always on time. Tandaan natin nila. Yes, the word can still entice us, but I tell you, be strong and be courageous. And being strong and being courageous is when you meditate on the Word of God day in, day out. That's what Moses did. You meditate the Word of God day in, day out. Let your mind be transformed. And the transformation of your mind, when it comes to the Word of God, then that is something that will make a big difference in your life, in the life of the church, in the life of the community that you belong. Brethren, the challenge today is we must make a difference. The more you humble yourself, the more the Lord will give you. Hindi na tamang hambog. I am always correcting people when they visit the EPHRATHAH. Engineering ko tayo, yes, EPHRATHAH. I'm not the owner of EPHRATHAH. I am only the caretaker of it. This is something that the Lord step us. Anytime the Lord can take this out of us. But while we are stewarding this, we have to make sure that this is for the glory of God, not for our own glory. This is boasting the power of God, not boasting our own ego. So, brethren, as a challenge today, work, ministry, the church, we work as professionals, but never forget that the Lord is looking at how you are involving yourself in the ministry, in the kingdom building of the Lord Jesus Christ. Thirdly, be part of the church and give your best job in the church because that is the call that Jesus Christ is calling each one of us to be. Okay? So, if you are, maybe we can proceed with our question and answer later. But I'm just reminding you that we can be somebody in the Lord's kingdom when we abide. Thank you so much.